everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking all about the Black Hills, Rapid City, and Custer State Park in South Dakota. So this will kind of be your guide. I'll tell you a bunch of things to do, to see, and kind of like a little itinerary. And I started covering a few of these things in my videos that I made a few weeks back about the Badlands National Park. But this video, I'm going to go really in depth in this area, and if you want to learn all about the Badlands, make sure to go check out that video, which I'll have linked below. So this will be covering everything from Rapid City, the town of Keystone and Mount Rushmore, the Black Hills region, and Custer State Park. This is an absolutely gorgeous region, and if you're going to the Badlands, you might as well go to this region as well. I said in my last video that I actually liked this area better than the Badlands, and if you've been to both, I really don't think that that's a hot take. So I'll kind of split this video into sections, and first we'll talk about the town of Rapid City. Rapid City is the second largest town in South Dakota, and it's got around 83,000 people. It's the largest town in western South Dakota, and it's kind of like the main hub for everything around the Badlands and the Black Hills region. And there's so much to see and do here, and there's something for everyone, so I'll go through a few of those things now. So the first thing that we did and loved were the reptile gardens. And this is a big animal park with a whole bunch of reptiles, of course, amphibians, birds, there's beautiful landscaping. And this holds the Guinness World Record for being the largest reptile zoo. And there's a whole bunch of exhibits here. Some are inside, some are outside. There's a large gift shop, and there's a couple shows that you can see as well. So we spent a whole afternoon here, and it was a lot of fun. Another thing we did and loved is the Museum of Geology. This is a free rock, gem, and fossil museum. It's not the largest museum, but again, it's free. And me and my husband both love rocks and fossils, and there's just a huge collection here, and it's so much fun to look at. One thing that we didn't end up doing, but I see a lot of people talk about and see that it's highly rated, is Bear Country USA. And this is a drive-through tour where you take your own car and drive through the area and see a whole bunch of different North American wildlife. Again, I've never been to it, but I see it's highly rated online. And now we're going to move on to the Black Hills region, which includes places like Mount Rushmore, Keystone, and Crazy Horse Memorial. This region is absolutely stunning, and you won't regret driving through here. Of course, this is home to Mount Rushmore, one of the most famous things to do here. If you're going to stop, I definitely recommend getting here early. It gets very busy. It's definitely a cool stop, but when we went back to South Dakota a couple years later, we didn't really find the need to do it again. So if you really don't want to stop, but you still kind of want to see it, you can easily drive by on the road that's outside of the park. You can see it from the road. Obviously, it's a little far away, but if you got your phone ready, you can take some pictures and videos. And of course, don't forget to visit the town of Keystone. It's super cute, it's touristy. You'll find all of your gift shops there and places to eat. There's a train that comes right into town that you can ride. Or if you're looking for something a little more adventurous, there's a tramway adventure park. Here you'll find stuff like alpine slides, there's zip lines, there's an aerial adventure park. But again, tons of fun. Another nearby stop is the Crazy Horse Memorial. This is a giant work-in-progress statue carved into the side of a mountain to honor the Native American warrior Crazy Horse. And this is the world's largest mountain carving and another very cool stop. Now moving on to Custer State Park, this is where you'll find a lot of the hiking and more naturey stuff in the area. This is home to one of the most beautiful hikes I've ever done, which is Cathedral Spires. It's an easy to moderate trail about 1.5 miles out and back. There is an area where you kind of have to climb over some rocks, so keep that in mind. But you'll just see these huge stone spikes and stone walls, and you'll kind of be walking through a valley in between them. And I definitely recommend doing this hike around sunrise because this hike gets very, very busy. And doing it at sunrise, you just get that beautiful morning light shining through, lighting up the rocks. This hike also leads to a couple bigger, longer hikes like Black Elk Peak. This hike is about 7 miles back, and it leads to an old fire lookout at the top of the mountain. This is not only the highest point in South Dakota, but the highest point east of the Rockies. This hike is so much fun, and you just get gorgeous views looking out on the whole region around you. It's a definite must-do if you're looking for a little bit more difficult hike, and I've made a whole bunch of short little videos about these on my TikTok and Instagram, so check those out if you want more clips of it. Sylvan Lake is also right nearby at the entrance of Custer. You can swim here, you can relax on the beach, you can go for a walk. But this area was very, very busy. The parking lot was packed. There was like nowhere to sit and relax on the beach. But there is a walking trail around the lake that's about 1 mile long and pretty easy. And again, it's also beautiful. Custer State Park is also home to a very famous road called Needles Highway. It's known for its twists, its turns, it's got a tunnel, and again, amazing views. It's super fun to drive through, and going through the tunnel is a lot of fun. It's one way, it's a very skinny little road, so you gotta wait for cars to come in and out. And the entrance to the Cathedral Spires Trail is actually right on this road as well. So again, another reason why you should get to this trail early. The parking lot fills up crazy fast, and there's not very many spots because it's literally on the side of this twisty road. And Needles Highway also leads you south to the Wilderness Loop. And this is a big 18-mile loop around the park where you see a whole bunch of animals like elk, bison, prairie dogs, pronghorns, mule deer, and both times we went we saw bison right along the side of the road. One time we went in the middle of the day and one time we went at sunset, and they were literally right along the side of the road once they were even crossing it. So you're able to get super close to them, but of course stay in your car, be safe, follow the rules. But it's a lot of fun. You can get great pictures and get really up close to these huge animals. And right south of that is Wind Cave National Park. Unfortunately, both times that I've gone, they were closed, so we were really bummed about that, but that just means that I have to make another trip back here to go to Wind Cave eventually. The last time we went, we actually camped on the premises of Wind Cave National Park, but of course we couldn't go in because it was closed. So unfortunately, I can't say a whole lot about Wind Cave, but I will definitely be back. So that's a lot of the highlights from the Black Hills region, Custer State Park, and Rapid City. Of course, I could never sit here and list off all the things to do, so if there's something big that you think I missed, make sure to leave it in the comments below. I've also attached my Badlands video down below because it's literally only an hour to 2 hours away. So it makes for the perfect long weekend trip by spending a day in the Badlands and a couple days in the Black Hills region. And if you've been to this region, let me know how you liked it in the comments. So that is all for today's video. If you're not already, make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram because I upload every day there. And make sure to subscribe to me here as well, and thank you so much for watching.